It's time for a quickie. Everybody's got time for a quickie. This is that time. Put 10 minutes on the clock. We break down all the latest breaking news into a little bit more detail. We get into the nitty gritty and we talk about this breaking news today because there's a lot going on today. There's so much. And I'm going to start that clock right now. We're going to talk about this breaking news. Let's go with the panel. Let's go to the panel. I'm going to go back over to the goop man himself, Mr. Ronald Todd here. We're gooping it up. We're gooping it up big time, right?
Yep.
What do you think about this, though? The Jenner. I want to talk about the Jenner thing a little bit more because, like, you brought this up to me. You got, like, Caitlyn trying to GoFund me. She's trying to GoFund me. I mean, there's conflicting reports saying she's worth $25 million, but yet she's asking for her lawyer fees. Is this just a way of, like, not spending her own money, or do you think she's actually broke?
I think it's a way of her getting back in the spotlight.
I can see that.
She hasn't been anywhere. Who has seen her? Because who
cares?
She messed up everything with her coming out with that and stuff because she is so not a representation of the trans community. Or
no,
yeah, because
Woman of the Year, Ronald. Woman of the Year.
I know, I don't get it, but she gets to go through hair and makeup for 4 hours a day, and all these other women, they don't, and they live their life and they get killed and shit like that, and she's so removed from all of that, and she's never tried to come down to another level.
It's a crazy, sad thing that and then she doesn't even think about it too because she's used to having the spotlight. Olympian on the cover of Wheaties magazine or Wheaties boxes.
There's a male ego inside there. Trust me, there is. And her daughter is worth over $1 billion. Really, and you're a GoFundMe. That's embarrassing. Yeah. So how she's putting up with that, I don't know. But Kylie, over $1 billion. She was the first one in the family to hit that.
And also, like, you think about how much money they're like asking for fans for this, or like what, like legal fees. To me, it doesn't make it. You already screw people over a meme coin. You made like a celebrity meme coin.
But that's what I don't understand. Also, why is that her fault? How does she control what happens with that coin? She just put her face on it.
That's true, but by doing that, people believe that the coin was actually going to be worth money because of her.
There's no guarantee. It's an investment.
I know there's not. So do you think she's going to win this case?
I think she might. Absolutely.
There's a chance, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Valarie, I see Valarie was fired up about this too, Val. Any insight you have to speak to this with Ronald?
You could not say it better. She has not in any way, shape, or form been an advocate for trans people in like nothing. She has not done anything for the trans community. This is somebody who is already wealthy, has plenty of money. Is she donating any of that money to other trans people?
She donates it to Trump.
She's donating it to Trump. She purposefully has these really, really polarizing and just awful, like she spews a ton of awful rhetoric about trans people. And I hate it. Like, she's always got some shitty opinion about trans kids. It's just so disgusting. She could be doing so much more with who she is, and she just refuses to. It's insane.
Trying to stand out, and it just doesn't work.
Oh my God, I know it's awful. It's a very bad look. It's a very bad look.
It is in many ways.
It's sad. It's sad, but whose looks you like, Valarie, is Jeremy Allen White. What do you think about his new movie? You always excited. A dad? Can you imagine him playing a dad?
No. No, I cannot picture him playing a dad. Maybe a gorgeous young father, perhaps.
Maybe a gorgeous young father. Maybe he'll be like more of that. But it's like he's got his kids. He's trying to help his kid out, and his father. It seems like a very noble feature for him. But he's so busy. He's working all the. He's also a chef in this. He used to make everything he does like a chef now since the bear. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just feels crazy to me.
I wonder if he can cook in real life. Then he'd be the complete package.
I bet he fucking can't. You know what I mean? That's inside baseball for you. He probably has no idea.
True.
That's kind of how it goes. Just like I had no idea that Blue's Clues was like getting paid like nothing. Does that shock you? Because he said your childhood, right? Your childhood.
That man raised me. Listen, I was there with that man when Mr. Salt and Miss Paprika Mr. Salt and Mr. Pepper and Mrs. Salt had paprika. I was there. My parents were there.
How many seasons did that thing go?
How long did that thing last? How long did that thing last?
A long time.
Yeah, right.
Long time.
10 years, yeah. And they actually hired somebody else after he left, so it just kept going.
And I was there for Steve, and I can't remember the other guy's name who came after him, but I know what he looked like. I loved Steve. It makes me sad to know that he wasn't getting paid fairly, and he kind of just like took the gig because he thought it was going to be something else. Huh?
Donovan Patton replaced him. Yeah, Donovan Patton.
Okay.
And it was from 96 to 2001.
Oh, 5 years. Oh, all right.
When he was on.
Okay.
Steve. I think of Steve and his bald head often.
Yeah.
I love him.
How old is he?
Oh, I mean, I don't
feel like he's very old.
I don't think he's that old. I don't think he is.
He came back around during the start of COVID and was like, hey, to all the little, the little kids who are grown up now who used to watch me, like, everything's scary and I hope you're okay. And I was like,
You take care of yourself. Steve. That's amazing. You love Steve as much as GR loves Meghan Markle. And, Harry and Meghan are back in the news again because Harry's trying to get home. He's trying to go home too, GR. Why, do you want him to go home? Can he not go home to his dad?
Yeah, all he has to do is dump the stupid bitch he's married to. That's the only way it's ever getting back in the family. As long as he's attached to her, Chuck won't take him back.
Because Chuck is not Chuck. I'm saying Chuck because he's got cancer. He's been getting older. Like there's this whole fear about his health. Could you see a world where he might, be like, come here, baby boy, come back to dad's arms?
Oh, because that sounds so royal.
That sounds very royal, right? Very
so English.
It's so English, right, GR? That's what they do all the time.
Bloody hell, mate, what you saying?
What are you doing? That's not the kind of family that we grew up with. We grew up, of course, GR, the little house in the prairie. Do you see this working at all with this new cast? Netflix, do they have it to make it?
No, I don't think it'll work at all.
But like the American dynamic, you know what I mean? They're trying to go back to that, what do they call it? that kind of
the nuclear family.
Nuclear family. Yes, thank you, Val. Round of applause for that. The nuclear family. They're trying to showcase that and make it like, something that's like shine bright. Do you think that's going to help with this new series of Little House on the Prairie? Make people be like, yeah, we should have the nuclear family back.
I'd like to think it would, but my gut feeling is it's got a snowball's chance in hell.
Oh boy, yeah, I could see that. Ronald was in the same boat. He doesn't seem too happy either, right, Ronald?
Yeah, I'm not digging that at all because I wonder they're gonna have to shoot it with the storyline that's so slow, like Mad Men. I remember I was like, oh my god, when is this story gonna end? Because we have sped everything up so much. And, you can't sit with a story for 20 minutes. We got to have it wrapped up in 4. And so Little House on the Prairie.
4? You get that long?
They had one idea an episode with Little House. But I want to know who Nellie Olson is. Nellie Olson. That's what I want to know.
We're going to find out.
I think in Val's generation, they get a minute and a half, and that's it. That's a long one.
I think you're right. Those Z's.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And is this FTX thing really the Gen Z Bonnie and Clyde, Val? Do you see that at all?
I don't spend enough time around any man who's going to mansplain cryptocurrency to me. So I don't really know anything about this story. I'm not the one to ask.
I love that though.
It's easy to explain, and it doesn't have to mansplain it. It's fake. It's made up money. If you're stupid enough to invest it, you deserve to lose it.
Yeah, I don't know about these two or their like whole on the run, on the crypto thing. But I'm sure. Listen, I'm sure when if I can find a guy in one of those zip up puffer vests, and a pair of Hey Dudes on. If I'm like, hey, finance, he'll be like, oh yeah, this is the whole situation. He'll mansplain it to me, and I'll do some research for this.
You'll fall into it. You'll make it work. Make it work. Like I feel like this whole thing with the Keanu Reeves coming back together with Sandra Bullock's also something very fantastic. Ronald, you were excited about this, right? Is this something you think that's we've been waiting a long time for it to happen again?
I mean, it hasn't been on the tip of my tongue of thoughts, but the fact that it's brought up, I love it. It's natural. It needs to happen. They were so loved, and their chemistry is so great. And there was something that I read a while back. She always had a crush on him, and he always had a crush on her, but they never wanted to tell each other because they didn't want to be embarrassed.
I read that too.
Yes.
And so now's the time, huh, GR? They're gonna fall in love.
Soulmates.
Yeah.
I think it may be a little late now. They've both been involved in other things. I'd like to see it. I mean, they're a great couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Keanu. I love him so much. And Sandra Bullock still looks fucking hot. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, she's
gorgeous.
I applause to her.
60,
Pour
like
one out
Courtney
for
Cox.
her.
Did you see?
Oh,
did you
she's
see
a
that?
youngster.
There was that movie where she was like hunting, and it was like her and Channing Tatum, and they were doing like a whole it was like Indiana Jones thing. It was interesting. Lost Lands or some shit. But guys, great quickie, everybody. Great quickie.
Yeah.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.